like no other. So welcome everybody. Listen, this is a special call. The reason I called this meeting is because I want to know you and I want you to know me. You know, my wife Ashley and I jumped into Pure almost a year ago, and our lives are completely different than they are now. Right now, Ashley, we have 3 young babies. She's out with the kids. I wouldn't be able to build this business. We wouldn't be able to build this business together if we weren't a unit. And so I encourage you guys that are doing this alone. You're never alone. You always have a team member fighting for you, working with you. If it's not someone that sponsored you, it's me. I'm fighting for you. I'm here for you. And we're going to talk about that a little bit more tonight. So you guys, I want you to remember the reason you jumped into Pure tonight. We're going to inspire a spark that's going to lead to an explosion in this company. So welcome aboard. You guys, with no further ado, I'll tell you what, I'm just so honored to be able to make a phone call to the CEO of our company. And he responds every single time. Every single time I have met Daren Hogge, I'll tell you what I have seen is servant leadership at its best. I mean, how accessible he is, the heart that he has, the expertise that he has in this industry. I'm just blown away and honored to bring Daren on tonight. I'm going to unmute you, Daren. He's going to come and get us fired up. He just did it. Daren, share your heart with us, will you please?
Yeah, Josh, thank you. And, you know, I really appreciate the opportunity to be on this call and to know there's hundreds of people listening into you and just inspiring. And, you know, I love the way you opened it up, you know, because at Pure, you truly are never alone. I mean, I think that's the thing that I want to pass on tonight, first and foremost. But, you know, it's an interesting time of life that we all live in. If I'm in a group of 100 people and ask each person to raise their hand if they know someone that's feeling stress in their life at some point, you know, throughout that day, I can tell you 100 hands are raised because everybody either has stress or feels stress in their life. It's just the way we are, you know, currently living, not only here in the United States, but around the world. And then I'll ask the question, how many of you could use a few extra $100 a month to bless your family, your charity of choice, or however you want to spend that? And again, about 100 hands go up of the 100. And so it's a fascinating time that we really live in, you know. And then the next question that I always seem to ask is that who believes the nutritional value of foods that we're eating today are the same that individuals were eating in the 40s and the 50s? And of course, no hands go up. And I was just reading another article today that fascinated me, and they talked about how food is processed now a little bit different than it was back then. And so the nutritional value has somewhat changed. You know, you have to eat, you know, X amount of carrots today to equal 1 carrot of the 40s and the 50s. And so to me, I'm not a rocket scientist. There's no mystery why we're feeling stressed, because our brains rely on the minerals, the vitamins that we're putting into it in order to function properly. I remember reading that in biology class. And if the foods don't contain it, it's not a matter of if you should supplement, it's really what supplements to take. And I know tonight you're going to be learning more about those supplements, the Pure, that can talk, you know, take into your bodies and feel that difference. And then today, shockingly, Josh, I was reading on the internet and I came across the headline that said 25% of individuals in the United States know they will die with more debt than they ever dreamed of. And how it went on to say that 65% of this country really have more debt than they know what to do with. And they started breaking it down. And sadly, a lot of that debt has to do with medical conditions, you know, that people are facing now. And so I step back and say, wait a minute, you know, I mean, you know, they continue to talk about education and putting the right foods into the body and taking supplements when needed. And that's what I would encourage everybody right off the call tonight, is to know there is an answer out there: walking, exercising, drinking water, and supplementing. And Pure wants to be a go-to company for many of those regards. And then to realize that people are out looking for answers to their health and their wealth, because, you know, a survey was done and 40% of Americans couldn't even come up with $400 to cover an emergency. So Josh, I'm so grateful to you, your entire team out sharing. Here's what I would say. Being involved in this business for almost 32 years now, I'll never forget flying to the country of Venezuela, because I was told there were going to be hundreds, if not thousands of people that would want to hear about an opportunity that we were going to present. Josh, one person came. And I sat down with that individual and asked them questions. What is it you're here for? Why are you here? And he shared with me he wanted to make some changes for his family. He wanted to be able to out and go and have his own home-based business, even though he was successful in the recruiting world. And it all started with one individual. I came back a year later, there were over 500. 2 years later, there was 5,000 people. And it taught me the power of what one person can do when they put a dream out there, when they put a focus out there. And I had people coming up and hugging me, thanking us for bringing products and an opportunity. But the reality of it was, I hugged the gentleman because he made it happen. And so the words of encouragement I can give you tonight, if you only have one person on your team, if you only have 0 people on your team, but you have a desire, you sit down and you attend these meetings, you listen to Josh, you listen to other leaders, because he's working for you now. That's the beauty of this industry, is we all work for each one of you, because what I love about this industry is impossible. And I use that in word, impossible, to become successful unless you're helping people you introduce to the opportunity. Either they feel something from the product or they feel something from the opportunity for you to be successful. That's why everybody invests so much time. That's why everybody wants other people to be successful, because it translates not only to that family, but to other families, thousands of them, going up and down the ranks of Pure, knowing that when you see someone successful like Josh, he did it because he helped other people feel something from the product. He helped other people with an opportunity to have a home-based business. So I would say go get yours. Don't feel alone. Ask the questions, get involved, reach out, reach whoever you can to say, enough is enough. I don't want to be part of that 40% that doesn't have $400. I don't want to be part of the 65% of this country that's going to, die with more debt than they knew what to do with. There is an answer out there. Home-based business is an answer. Look for that opportunity. Look for products. Stay away from getting sick. Take products into your body, exercise, drink water, do those things that experts tell us to do. And from that, we have the energy we need to go out and have our own home-based business. We have the energy, we have the help, we have the opportunity to give back to others. And that's the Pure way, Josh. That's what we're all about. That's why we do what we do. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you for allowing me to come on and say a couple of words. And I'll just say, everybody, live pure, God bless. And thank you for spending a few minutes out of your busy schedule to invest in yourself, to invest in your family, because there is a better way. And Pure can be an answer if you make it so. God bless.
Absolutely. Daren, thank you so much. What an honor. You guys, that's servant leadership at its best. To take some time to meet you, to know you. You want to be in Texas in October at Pure Unite to meet this man. I'm telling you, it'll be an experience like no other. Daren, thank you so much for your time. We can't wait to see what's coming this summer with Pure. We're going to talk a little bit about that tonight. So thank you for your time so much.
Thank you, Josh. And again, you're right. So much excitement going on right now, and no better time to be involved with Pure than right now. And thank you, and God bless.
Thank you, Daren. Great, you guys. Listen, we're going to move right along. I have an action-packed call for you tonight. I want you to hear some of the stories that are coming out of this company in just a few very short months. So one of the things I want to encourage you guys in building your business is try not to compare yourself with anybody else. Everybody is different. Because you hear success stories of the Lindley Paske or the Josh Paske or the Rachel Garcia or the Kristen Hendricks, you hear all these stories of people going out and hitting diamond in their first 4 weeks and all of these things. Do not compare yourself with those stories, because you have your own story. You have your own reason. You have your own purpose for being here. And you guys, I want you to hear a story of Summer Blackburn. You know what's amazing? I went to elementary school, middle school with Summer in Tallahassee 70 years ago. It feels like, it wasn't that long ago, a couple of years ago. And God is so amazing how he brings people and relationships into full circle. Summer has an amazing story. I asked her to get on. She is a gold in this company, and I want you to listen very closely to some of Summer's insight, her heart, and her belief in what we have here. Summer, I'm going to unmute you.
Can you hear me, Josh?
I can. You're good to go.
Okay. Good to go. Oh, thank you so much. Hey, guys. So I started in this company back in February, and my why is huge, and I kind of separated into 3 different categories. I got sick last fall and winter, knew that something was wrong with me. Indeed, it was, which sent me into a full hysterectomy at the end of January, and I am a mother of 4 little kids. So with mommy out of commission, that was a pretty big deal. And on top of that, as I was recouping, my husband, who is a medical device sales rep with Medtronic, has a great, very lucrative, successful career, but he's commission only. And we went to do our taxes, and we looked at our year, and we realized we had one of the worst years we've ever had. And I don't know about y'all, but we could survive maybe a year or 2 with a bad year, but the what ifs literally started scaring us to death. And it changed my husband. You know, he's the leader of our household, and he was just, the weight of the world pretty much was on his shoulders. He wasn't sleeping. His diet he had inflammation everywhere. We were fighting. Stress, financial stress is like the #1 killer of marriages. And we definitely started feeling that. Then number 3, oh my gosh, here comes the next one. Out of my 4 children, my older 2 are dyslexic, and my son, he presents it a lot more severe. And I got called to school for a 504 meeting that was already scheduled, and it was told to me that pretty much he had stopped progressing. We'd hit a wall. He's 9 years old in the 2nd grade, and I was in tears just saying, like, what are you telling me? Like, what are we supposed to do? And we have private tutors that come to our house all the time, and I have a special ed background. Like, this is what I do. It's my realm. I can help my children, and it just wasn't enough. And so we started looking at programs in schools, and they were anywhere from $38,000 to $22,000 was the cheapest one. Okay, add that on top of my husband just told me we had a bad year. Add that on top of I am in bed for a 5 to 6 weeks recovery time from a surgery. I mean, we were just getting knocked down by wave after wave after wave, and had no idea how we were going to stand up for breath. And it was in that moment that my husband and I started praying for change. I don't know what change means, Lord, but we need change. We need change for our health. Mommy has to get better. We need change for our wealth. Like, what is happening? My family needs change, like everything. And I'm talking, God, I'm willing to do anything. But when you ask that, you need to be prepared for it, because when he calls you to action, you got to step forward with action. You can't go, oh no, I didn't really mean that mommy's going to have to go back to work because I don't want to. No, I was willing to. Or he might move us, or my husband might change jobs. But we literally together as husband and wife prayed for our family for change. And it is in that moment that Lindley Paske, who I grew up with Lindley and Josh and David. Lindley and I cheered together for 4 years in high school. And every once in a while we catch back up. We got on the phone. And she shared with me this opportunity, and I immediately saw that it could check all the boxes of what we were needing if I had the faith, if I was willing to go at this and make it what we needed. I completely jumped in with Joby. In one of my first calls, it was with Rachel. She said, I want you to get a vision board, make this fun, do it with your family, start putting your goals down, say them out loud, claim them, Summer. Do y'all know in 3 months, we've knocked four of our top goals off of our vision board? And they're not like huge ones. My little girl wanted swimming lessons, but I thought, I don't know how I'm going to do swimming lessons right now. And another one was, I need $1,200 a month to pay for my son's very expensive program that we just enrolled him in, that I honestly, at that time, I didn't know how we were going to pay for it, but I had the faith and I had the trust that I'm going to go at this with everything I have because my family needs it. After I paid off our investment in 30 days, just guess what my first weekly paycheck was? Go ahead, guess. $1,200 in 1 week after I paid off my investment. I paid for my son's program in a week, guys. And I'm talking, if that can't light you up and know that you are on the path that God wants you to do, I don't know what else will. I said it out loud. I claimed it. I went after it and I grabbed it. And this is what I'd love to challenge and encourage any of you out there. If you want something bad enough, go for it. Change. But how bad do you want that change? You have to be willing to pick your mat up and move it every day. And it might not be a Josh story or a Lindley story where you've got all these people that come on all at once. But every day, do something to work towards your goal and then watch it happen. Watch it happen. Like, I went to Vegas with Rachel and Josh's wife, Ashley, and Lindley, and I'm sitting at a table and they're all diamonds and I'm not, but in my heart, I'm a diamond. And one day I'm going to receive that award that says that I'm a diamond. I'm going to get there, but it's going to be in my own way. But what I'm doing for myself and for my family, and I've got, I think, 30 people on my team now, and I am so excited about that. And I go out every single day and I try to say, there's somebody out there that is just like me, that needs this, that needs it, and it keeps me going. So I hope that I can encourage y'all that way. Just put one foot in front of the other. If you can sit down, I mean, you want to talk about busy? I'm busy. I have 4 little kids, 2 that can't bathe or go potty by themselves. But I sit down, I go, when can I have 30 minutes? When can I have an hour? You can do a lot in 30 minutes or an hour, but do it. If you want change, guys, go out and get it. It's there for you.
Wow.
Thank you all so much for listening to me. I could go on and on and on.
Amazing.
I'm so pumped up.
Yes. Oh, Summer, thank you. What a spark you've ignited in all of us. Thank you so much for that testimony. Amazing. It really starts with belief. It really does. You've got to believe it before you see it. I'll tell you one of my favorite quotes from Jim Rohn is believe does not come from success. Success comes from belief. If you believe it, you will see it. So I want to bring someone else on. Josh Burke and I have been growing a relationship, consistently in touch and talking. He works 80 to 90 hours a week running a full-time landscape business. And when people say that they're busy or too busy to work this business, Josh Burke has got a different point of view. So, Josh, I'm going to unmute you, and you'll come on and share a little bit of your story and your belief in what we have with Pure.
Can you hear me okay?
I can. You're good.
Okay, cool. I think you still had Summer unmuted, and I was getting this big echo when you were talking. Hopefully that's all clear now.
Okay.
Just to introduce myself, because I've gone through the list of participants here, and I think I know 2 of you. So anyway, my name is Josh Burke. My wife, Casey, and I, we have 4 kids. We live in Valdosta, Georgia. We are 15 miles from the Florida line, which means right now it's hot. It's real hot around here, and it's busy. Like Josh said, I've got a landscape business. This July, I will have been in business for 13 years. And those 13 years have been good, bad, and ugly, all combined. It's been a very big growing process for me, obviously. I started my business in 2006, so that means I went through all the economy downturn and stuff when we were starting to get into a lot of new residential housing. So my experience in business, I thought would lend itself more to this business in a sense, and it has. But what happened when we got into this business, we were introduced by my in-laws, and when I saw the cost to get into the business and compared it to the overhead that I have in my landscape company, I saw it as a very, very small investment compared to that. So what I did, and what a lot of people have done, I think, is I bought a virtual lottery ticket. I said, hey, if this thing works out, great. If it doesn't, no big deal. Compared to my business, this is such a small investment, who cares? But what I've learned over the course of being involved is that there's such opportunity here. So I thought it odd that Josh asked me to come on tonight because I haven't made $100,000 in the last 4 or 5 months. You know, that's who we hear from all the time. These people who have made a tremendous amount of money in a short period of time. And some of that may be luck. I like to think that luck is not a big part of it. I like to think that skill and timing is a lot more important. I really believe that's the case. But for the rest of us out there, I think we need to have a long-term perspective. You know, Josh mentioned my work hours, and he was not exaggerating. Those really are about what my work hours are throughout the season. And so I know that I'm not going to be able to put 6 hours a day into this business. But if I'm diligent and I manage my schedule well, I know that I can put in consistent time, and we know it'll pay off. I was reading the over here, if you look at the bottom right corner, the group chat, and I don't know these people, Stephen and Candace Smith, to everyone. What they wrote was, while I'd like to have already done what it takes and hit diamond or above weekly qualifying, I will be equally thankful by achieving a 6-figure residual income, even if it takes 3 years. For me, I think that says it all, man. I'm a long-term guy. I'm not going to quit. I've drawn my line in the sand. I know that worst case scenario, we found a company that sells these products that are awesome, and it's really improved the health of our family. Best case scenario, we achieve the dream. We get the financial and time freedom that everybody dreams. I don't care if you're 21 or 81. If you own a business or you work for somebody 40 hours a week, everybody dreams of financial and time freedom. And it's not typical and it's not guaranteed, but it's possible here. And that's coming from a guy who hasn't seen it happen yet. Does that make sense? Hopefully some of you guys can relate to it. And hopefully some of you can just agree with me to say, man, you know what? We might not have seen much success yet, but we know what we got. Let's draw a line in the sand and let's say we're not going to quit. And when I say not quit, what I'm saying is I'm not saying we're just going to stay on auto ship. When I say not quit, I mean not quit consistent effort to share with other people, increase your skill, to watch Rachel's training, to reach out. Eric Worre, the GoPro training is really great. Read Beach Money, read GoPro. Get involved and just put in the effort where you have the time. Be consistent, and let's see what happens, man. I think we've got a company here who is a real winner and provides a real opportunity. So let's just go do it. Let's draw a line in the sand, and let's do it. What do you say?
Awesome. I say let's do it. I love it. I love it, Josh. Thank you. You know, one of the things about Josh Burke, you guys, we've built a relationship over the last several months, and what I've seen out of him is his belief in not only the company, but the industry is through the roof. And the reason why is because he is developing his skill on a level that I have very rarely seen. He is spending time with, like he said, Eric Worre, excellent training, excellent teaching. You guys, we've got to develop our skill. Whatever your goals and your dreams are in this opportunity, you've got to grow. If you're not growing, we're dying. That's just kind of like a universal law. God never leaves us where we are. He always desires for us to grow and move and get better and share. And that's just the way that he works it, you guys. So amazing testimonies. Listen, all of you are going to have your own story here. If you will take tonight as the spark that you've been praying for. You guys, think about a spark. Think about what happens in an environment where a spark happens and the environment was created for an explosion. You guys, it is up to you to create the spark. And I'm telling you, the company, Pure, is creating the environment for the explosion. If you have not heard, Pure has just partnered with a $1 billion company with a skincare line that is about to take us to the $1 billion mark in this company. Now, when I heard that, I was like, I don't care about skincare. I'm not really interested in the whole product line. But then I started to think, a lot of people are. It's not all about me. There's people that lives can be changed through this new $1 billion merge and product line that's come on. So you guys, what I'm saying is, let tonight be the spark that creates the explosion in your business. Last summer, Ashley and I jumped into this company. It was almost a year ago, last summer, that the last explosion happened. Records were broken last summer. Will you be a part of the explosion that's coming in this company? I'm going to give you some tips, some pointers tonight on how that happened for us. I believe that it can happen for you. First of all, if you will believe. You will be successful if you believe, and then you let that belief create action, right? The scripture says that belief or faith without works or action is what? It's dead, right? So belief always, true belief, always produces something. So my encouragement for you tonight, you guys, is let your belief, let this season, let this time in your life produce a spark that leads into the environment that creates an explosion. So listen, you guys, your reason for being here must produce action. We have to do something. And I'm going to give you some simple things that you can do, you guys, on a daily basis that creates a habit, that forms a routine, that turns into a lifestyle of everything you've ever dreamed of. So I'm going to give you some tips and pointers tonight. So one of the things I learned very early on, I'm a talker. I am. A lot of people aren't. Some people are. I like to talk a lot. I am very passionate. I get excited, right? And I like people to, use the phrase pure puke over everybody. And I just went out and started talking too much. And what I realized was that I needed to talk less and help more people. When I say help more, I believe in my heart that we have a gift. My wife, Ashley, short story, was getting a massage the other day. The lady says, you need to talk to this girl that just walked in the door about Pure. She said, Pure, what's that? Ashley said, I've got a video that you need to watch. It can change your life. She called back after she watched the video and told us her story of being on anxiety medication for 20 years. She said, I can feel the toxins in my arms. 20 years of being on anxiety medication. And because Ashley was ready to simply just share the video, I believe that this girl's life is going to be changed forever. She texted yesterday and said, I'm in, let's get started. So my point is, back to talking less and helping more or calling more, what you need to do is say less to more people. Ultimately, you guys, there is a law of averages. It comes down to getting this gift in front of as many people as we possibly can. So we want to say less to more people. You guys, be on purpose relational. We have to get out of our comfort zones and out of our caves and out of our closets and go smile at somebody. Go say hello to somebody. You know, the thing that I've realized when I start conversations with people, they talk about 1, 2, or 3 things. It's health, relationships, and finances. If you hang around people in conversations long enough, 1 or all 3 of those things eventually come up. And so guess what? How easy it is to be able to tell somebody that you have a solution to their problem. I have a 25-minute video that could change your life. If I send it to you, when can you watch it? Be relational, because the doors open up like you won't believe if you're ready. I tell people to keep Pure in your front pocket. Don't put it in your back pocket. Don't put it on your back pocket to where you sit on it and smother it and you forget about it and life happens. You know, some of us are in this business now for a week or 2 weeks. Some of us are in for 3 months. Some of us in for 9 months. If you keep pure in your back pocket, it gets smothered. Keep pure in your front pocket, like your car keys. You use them on a daily basis. Be postured. Be prepared. Be ready to share this gift. And what do I mean by sharing? Hey, listen, I've got something that could really change your life. If I send you a 20-minute video, when can you watch it? When do you think you could watch it? You got to take a look at this. And so I'll get into the invite in just a minute. I'm going to give you some key tips on that, okay? So you guys keep pure in your front pocket. Be ready to share this gift at any moment's notice, because like Summer's story, her family was praying for change. God, we need a change in our life. And I see this more often than not. I realize that people are sitting around their dining room table tonight and they're saying, honey, something's got to give. Something's got to change in our finances. Something's got to change in our health. Something's got to change in our relationships. And then they get a call from you the next day or the next week and they're saying, listen, I've jumped into something that's changed the financial future of my family. I believe in it with my whole heart. I think it's a gift for you. If I send you a 20-minute video, when can you watch it? That's all that we do. Be prepared. People are praying for a change, okay? So listen, my number one tip, you guys, this is what I did. So my background, and don't compare yourself with me. Don't compare yourself with anybody else. My background comes from 20 years in nonprofit development and professional fundraising. And you could say, oh, well, that's why you're able to do so well. Well, I'll tell you, all of you can do so well because of your past experiences with life, period. All of us have our own story. God is preparing you for your promotion. He is teaching us all patience, long-suffering, discipline, self-control. It's how we allow him to grow us in those areas that are going to determine our promotion. So he prepared me for the last 20 years to be intentional with my relationships and to be intentional with the ask. I know the universal law of the scripture when it says you receive not because you ask not. I am telling you, this is what I did, you guys. I asked, and I asked often for people to take a look. That's it. I'm telling you, you guys, if you will be intentional about asking people to take a look at what we have as the gift, I'm telling you, if you'll do that on a daily basis, you're going to get one. And I'm telling you, when you get one, it feels like $1 million. It literally does. If you have not gotten a win in the last week, month, maybe you've never gotten a win. Maybe you've never had someone come on to your team. I'm telling you, the season has shifted, and I want you to take tonight and say, I'm going to get one. There is so much power in bringing one person on because they bring a brand new list of 50 to 80 people. They're super excited. You connect them with me, and we're off to the races. I'm going to talk about the power of one in just a minute. And by the way, you guys, thank you for chatting with me. I'm going to read some questions in a minute, and I'm going to open it up, hopefully for questions and answers. If you want to post a couple questions here, I'm going to try and get to them in a minute. So you guys, my number one tip is ask, and ask often for people to take a look. That's all that I did, and I did it intentionally, very often. Whatever your schedule permits, I just want you to ask as often as you possibly can. And I'm telling you, you will get one. You will get one if you're intentional about asking. Okay? So listen, you guys, if you want to see change in your life, you got to be willing to get uncomfortable. And that's all there is to it. This is not easy. This whole industry stretches you. It makes you uncomfortable. It cuts you. It burns you. Think about the agricultural process. If you want to produce more fruit on a tree, every year you got to what? You got to cut it, right? Have you ever been cut before? Does it feel good? No, it's very uncomfortable. But if you want to produce fruit, if you want to produce growth in your life, you got to be willing to get uncomfortable. And in order to get what you've never had, you got to be willing to do what you've never done. You guys, I'm telling you that uncomfort creates confidence. People want to align themselves with confident people. It starts with belief, and then it starts with getting uncomfortable. And I'm telling you, if you will walk this process with me, you're not alone. If I haven't met you, I want to know you. If you know that God has brought this gift into your life, I want to hear about it. Because God doesn't bring us things and say, nah, I was just kidding. Or nah, you didn't hear me right. I'm telling you, you're on this call because there's a purpose for your life. There's a reason for you to be with Pure. So, quick training. Thanks for hanging in there. I want to tell you the importance of the invite. I want to keep this simple because the reality is, if we can't keep it as simple, like Rachel says, for a 10-year-old, it's going to be very difficult for us to duplicate our systems and our teams underneath. And so I want to keep it elementary, you guys, because it is. I think a lot of times we try to figure it all out. We want to understand the comp plan before we go start sharing, or we want to get our own personal testimony with the products before we go share. And I get that, because it builds a confidence and a belief when you've been taking the products for so long, you've lost weight or you got rid of the medication. It doesn't happen for everybody, but a lot of people that it does. Again, we don't make claims here with our products, but we know that God intended us to eat the seeds from the ground. He gave to us for food every seed-bearing plant. That's what we have here. So I get all that, you guys. People are like, I want to understand. I want to know how to explain the ingredients in the products. We try to figure all these things out. But my encouragement for you tonight is the system we have in place will teach all of those things to the people that want to be taught. Our job is to simply invite people, help people, motivate people to find the dreams and the goals that they've always wanted for their life through taking a look at a 20-minute video. Okay? So the invite, it's very important. I do invite Zooms. If you ever want to schedule a time with me, email me. And an invite Zoom is simply where we connect by Zoom and I listen to you, start inviting people to take a look. It's very constructive. I know it can be a little scary. You're like, whoa, I'm already scared enough to pick up this 100-pound phone, and now you're going to sit here and listen to me. You guys, I make it fun. It's just simply constructive coaching. So I listen for certain things. I listen for enthusiasm. I listen for making excuses. Sometimes we say, you wouldn't want to take a look at this thing I jumped into, would you? There's so much hesitation there that all I want to do is coach you and help you to intrigue somebody to the point that they're really saying, okay, you got my interest. I'm going to take a look. So you guys, the invite is very important. I will do invite Zooms with you to listen to you, make 3, 4, 5 phone calls just to coach you and get you to the point, because really to get that win, the invite is so crucial. So typically what I do in the very beginning, the first thing I say, you guys, is I'm calling for a reason and I only got a minute. When I'm making an invitation to take a look, I'm not calling to chat, I'm not calling to ask how the kids are. Some of you know people won't let you get away with that. So you may have to build a bridge and have a 20 or 30-second conversation. I get that. I understand that. Sometimes you can do that, but then I get right to the point. Listen, I'm calling for a reason. I only got a minute. You know, Ashley and I have been looking for a side stream of income to do part-time. Well, we found it. This is big. In fact, what we found will pay us more working part-time than I do full-time. You're going to want to take a look at this. I always use you're going to want to take a look, because I'm not asking a question that they can say no to, right? I'm saying with 100% confidence, you're going to want to take a look, right? If I send you a 20-minute video, when can you watch it? There's a live webinar tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern. Can you jump on? Wait for the response. 99% of the time they say yes. Yes, I'll jump on. Great. I'll send you the link at about 8:30. Can't wait to see you on. I'll follow up with you later tonight or first thing in the morning to see what you like best, okay? Okay. Boom. There's your follow-up. Don't ever get off an invitation without setting up your follow-up, because some of you guys know, and I know, I don't like chasing people. People don't like to be chased. And this is what I've also realized. A lot of times when they don't answer the phone, it's not because they're necessarily ignoring you. It's because they haven't watched the video. They're busy. After the second or third time, or I'll send a text and say, hey, man, just shoot me back. Shoot me back. Have you gotten to watch it? And they'll reply and say, man, I'm so sorry. I've been super busy. You know, and I've learned not to take it personal, you guys. It's very easy for us to take things personally. It's not personal. It's professional. This is a business. And so, you guys, we really have to believe that this is a gift that can transform people's life. And I'm telling you, they are looking and praying for change. So I hope that helped. I hope you took some notes. If you want to schedule an invite Zoom for me to listen to you, make some invitations, I will be more than happy to schedule that with you, to coach you, to get you better, to increase your productivity, and I'd be happy to do that. So I'm reading a couple of these questions before I close out here, you guys. I hope this is helping you. I got a couple more things that I want to announce, some big things that are coming this summer. I truly believe, you guys, if we will start with the spark, we will see an explosion like we did in the summer of 2018. Pure had not seen an explosion that had happened last summer in years. Records were broken. I believe with all my heart, some of you on this call are going to cause a spark that creates an explosion. But the choice is yours. It's completely your choice. Will you take tonight and go to work, or will we stay in our comfort zone and stay right where we are? I'm telling you, there are going to be people on this team that hit big ranks in the next 2 to 3 months. Will it be you? That's my question. I want to encourage you to say, yes, it's going to be me. So a couple announcements, you guys. I want you to take advantage of some of these things that are coming. One of the things Lindley Paske is announcing is a detox challenge. People that want to lose some weight, feel better, take care of an overhaul in our bodies. Lindley is creating a Facebook page. If you want to be on it, text me, email me. I invite you to the Facebook page. The winner with the highest percentage of weight loss is going to win an all-expense paid cruise to the Bahamas in November, the Pure Life Changers Cruise, which is a cost right now. We are going to pay the cost. And so that cruise is going to be free for you to win this detox challenge, plus $2,000 to spend, okay? So more details with that are on the Facebook page that Lindley Paske has created. You want to be a part of that, let me know. We're going to plug you in and get you all the details, okay? One of the other things that I want to announce, because I want to see some action produced from your belief, because I believe that you believe. I do. Or you wouldn't be on this call tonight. This is what I want to offer to you. You know, different people are incentivized by different things. Some people are incentivized by money. Some people aren't. Some people are incentivized by better health or by acknowledgement or platform, or there's all kinds of different ways people are inspired to move. But I want to throw something out there. I believe that you can do it, and I want to invest in you. And I know that the spark is going to create an explosion through the invitation. So I'm telling you, if you will invite people consistently, you will find that one. I want you to get a win. I want you to get one win this next month. Go get you one win. It doesn't matter if it's a VIP pack, if it's a 500-point pack, if it's a core 400 point, just go get a win. That's my encouragement to you. So this is what I want to do. I want you to invite people to Rachel's live presentation Monday through Thursday. Okay? I know on the West Coast that's a little bit harder, but this is the way that I want to do this for right now. More incentives and promotions I will do coming through this summer. But if you've got to be on this call, and I've got a list of who's on this call. This is not for everybody. This is only for the people that are on this call. I want to encourage you to get 10 people on Rachel's live presentation this next coming week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you get a total of 10 people throughout that 4-day live presentation period. I write you a check for $100. I hope for some of you, you'll go for it. An extra $100 in your pocket for next week, and I may continue it. Let's start with next week. I want to see you guys invite as many people as you can. You get 10 people on it. Can be 3 people Monday, 2 people Tuesday. Keep track. And by the way, Rachel posts a list on rachelspeaks.net in the VIP section every single night. Take a screenshot of that list, circle who you got on. You get 10 people on the presentation next week. I write you a $100 check. I hope that inspires you. I hope that encourages you. I know I've got some other people running for that this week, and they're very close. And Jeannie Payne is, Carmel. I know several of you guys are going for that. So listen, if you're on this call tonight, that offers for you. Get 10 people next week on Rachel's live presentation. You get 10 people on, you get a $100 check from me. So, and I'm thrilled to do that. You guys, please take my money. Someone said to me the other day, I don't want to take your money. Please take it. Come on, I want to ignite this explosion in your life. It's transforming. I'm telling you, 10 months ago, you guys, we were different people. I was up to here stressing about finances, in debt. Our debt is gone. We've got a large amount of cash and savings, and we're traveling. I now consult from home. I'm with my wife and my kids. Talk about stress level gone. You guys, I love this. I love you. I want to help you reach your goals, your dreams, your visions. Let's do this. I pray tonight, spark that fire, spark that ignition that's going to take this thing all the way for you and your family and your reason for being here. I'm getting texts like crazy. I want to try and answer some questions here. Please shoot me an email or a text if you want to be invited to the Facebook page, to the Detox Challenge that Lindley Paske is doing. That way I can have it on file and make sure that I get you on. So I hope tonight helped. You guys, I did record this. If you want the recording, let me know if you think it's beneficial for some people on your team that were not here. You guys, I'm telling you the power of one. Go get one person, plug them in with me. Let me get them going correctly, inviting correctly, following up correctly, plug them into our system, and let's ignite an explosion in your business this summer. There are going to be some diamonds created this summer on this call. I guarantee it. If you will move, if you will produce action because of your belief. So let me see any questions, you guys. We still got quite, I mean, there's 60-something people on here. If there's any questions that you think would be beneficial to everybody, raise your hand. If not, we can do it on the side. and you can email me personally or text me. So, what do I need to become a silver? Good. I love it. I love people that want to advance in rank. I will totally tell you how to do that. Let me tell you how to do gold real quick. Silver is one thing. Let me tell you gold, because I believe once you, I want you on gold. Let me tell you why. I'll close with this, you guys. Thank you for the texts and the questions. And by the way, if I don't get it to it tonight because I'm recording, shoot me an email. I'll get to it. Let me go over gold real quick. I think this will be beneficial to you, because if you get gold, you get on Sunday night's leadership gold and above call with me. I have 27 golds on my team, and every Sunday night at 8:30 Eastern, we get on and train, inspire, encourage one another to continue. And that is a consistent group. Thank you guys for being so consistent. Listen, I want you at gold. Silver, yes, I'll show you how to do that, but let me tell you basically how to hit gold, okay? To hit gold, you need 3,000 points on your lesser team, on your lesser leg, and you need 4,000 points in your sponsor tree. Sponsor tree simply means this. It means you personally sponsored them, or someone that you have personally sponsored them. So what's not sponsor tree volume is when it gets dropped underneath you from someone in your upline, okay? So in order to advance in rank, you must have sponsor tree volume, okay? So it has to come from you or someone that you've personally sponsored. So basically what gold is 2 VIP packages on your lesser leg, and then one other on the stronger team, okay? Because if it's all sponsor tree and it's 1,500 points times 3, that's 4,500 points. All you need is 4,000 in your sponsor tree. You need 3,000, 2 VIP packs in your lesser leg. So 3,000 in your lesser leg, 4,000 in sponsor tree. You guys, if that went over your head, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Go to purelifechangers.com. Hit the comp plan link. Melissa Urban does an excellent job of explaining what to do to hit gold. You do that in 1 week, you got it. You get on the leadership call with us every Sunday night. Basically, it's 2 in your lesser leg, 1 on the other. 2 VIP packs in your lesser leg, 1 on the other. That gets you gold in a 1 week period of time. I hope that helped. Silver is a little bit easier than that. If you want specifics, please email me. I want to know you. I want to help you. If you want to advance in rank and take this opportunity seriously, I want to know you, because success never comes without commitment. It never comes without taking it seriously. You guys, this isn't a lottery ticket. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. Success never comes without commitment. It doesn't come without determination. It doesn't come without tenacity and resilience. And that's what is in each one of you. I'm telling you, it's in you. It's your choice to bring it out of you. And I want to help you do that. I want to show you how to do that. So stay plugged in. Tuesday night calls. Get on every single call with Rachel, Tuesday nights. Get on the gold call with us on Sunday nights. If tonight was an encouragement to you, let me know. Give me feedback. I'm going to revolve these things around you. If it was helpful, let's do it again, once a month maybe. We'll schedule these things, get on, and we'll do whatever helps you guys, because that's my heart. I've spent 20 years in family ministry serving other people, and so it's in me to serve you. And I want you to reach your life's goals, dreams, and inspiration. So I hope tonight was encouraging. Let me just read a couple and see if there's any questions that I can answer real quick. Thanks for the text and everything coming through right now. I love you guys, truly. I'm telling you, love conquers all fear. And we're going to walk this thing together, okay? I'm recording it. Let me know. Reach out to me. I want to hear from you. When I hear from you, you get my attention. I'm telling you. So the more I hear from you, the more attention you get from me. So Love you guys tonight. I hope this helped. And let's do it again soon, okay? All right. Blessings. Good night.